Hello everyone. Welcome. How we doing? This is a random live stream. I only scheduled it yesterday, and it's spur of the moment in some ways. I thought it was about time that I showed you guys personally what we've been getting up to while we're building the Halo Mega Bloks archive, because it's been about 6 months now of us on and off, me and a group of like a team of individuals building pretty undercover this expansive, full 100% complete archive of all of Halo Mega Bloks, and it's been something that we've been very passionate about. It's been something that I've had to balance with the rest of life because it's a lot of work, and obviously it's a lot of voluntary work for me and whoever else gets involved. And I'm at a point now where I've got a lot of work that I need to do, hours and hours of hard work. And I thought I may as well start to maybe get into the habit of live streaming the whole thing, because if I'm going to do the work anyway, why not have like a chill stream in the background? So this is not going to be like your, toymation, high energy, live stream. It's going to be more of like a casual approach, something I've not really done for years now. I used to do a lot of really casual live streams back in Hong Kong when I was living there, I guess at the end of 2020 into 2021. But I haven't done those kind of like chill live streams for a long time. And I do miss them because back then we built a real, we built a real community of just people that like the live streams, and that's something I think that we've been missing. So I think these are going to be fairly regular streams, at least like while we're building the core pieces of the archive, weekly, apart from obviously when I'm on holiday. But like, I think I'm going to try and do them weekly or bi-weekly and just slowly build up the archive together, and you guys can give input. You can share how like you would rather do it. You can do parts yourself if you'd like to do it alongside. Anything. It's a collaborative effort. We're just going to have some fun with it. So welcome to a lot of people on the live stream. Let me try and my stream's like gone funky. There we go. Oh, did I just disappear? No, there we go. I'm back. Yeah, hold on. Welcome to The Who. Is that cut off? Welcome to The Who, Colton Smart. Welcome to Xenomorphed. I'm excited to see you in October. Welcome to Tolsome Tub, Undercover Studio, Recon Production 117. Good to have you here. I was watching one of your old dioramas, more specifically the ODST one, and man, I miss those vids. Yeah, I miss them too. I really do. There's a lot of, because a lot of people are always saying that I should get back into diorama making, and I agree. But it's so much work. Not just because building the dioramas is a lot of work. Like when you watch those old, like the New Mombasa Bridge, which was funny because that was like my breakout diorama, and it was the best diorama I ever made. But if you look at that diorama, in that video I've just got buckets of bricks and I'm just sorting through them. But the difference is now that I like sell on Shopify, all of my pieces, like every single piece, is meticulously sorted into boxes and little compartments. So it's not so much the effort of building a diorama, it's the effort of putting all those pieces back into individual tubs that is a bit of a nightmare. But I want to think about ways that I can do it in the future. Also, what's up, Simple Man? Simon, I've missed you, man. I've missed you too. What's up, Gussie Bussy? Levy Noble Studios. Good to see. So, Remy's here as well. So here to put you off as normal. Yeah, that's exactly. We're already back into the old habits. Yeah, it's good to be live again. It's good to have a stream that like is not just big presentation. So welcome everybody. It's not gonna have a specific rhythm to this. I'm gonna start by showcasing all that we've done so far. So like for anyone that's kind of new, we have been building a 100% complete archive of all of Halo Mega Bloks, because it started about, was it like spring last year, when Mattel decided to delete all of the websites, pretty much all the websites. Megaconstructs.com, which had about a 90% complete archive, and the forums, the Mega Unbox forums. And while we do have a hard copy of the megaconstructs.com, we lost the Mega Unbox forums, which is so frustrating and something that I've been vocal about before. I think deleting a website for any amount of budgetary reasons, because I assume that's what it was, is not it. So since then, I made the decision like back in February to commit all of my content going forward to creating the archive, and being able to like launch Shopify drops of Halo Mega Bloks sets on the side. And I just launched a new Shopify refresh. You can find that at the domain Halo Marketplace. But yeah, we've been building the archive slowly, and it's a lot of work, obviously. My content right now is just covering random little niches, and that's kind of intentional because there's no point me making content on like every warthog ever before we've got a definitive list of every warthog ever. The same way for like every set released in 2009, or every single flood item. Even though we could easily make that list, it's still better to create the archive first, because if anybody's noticed, since I announced that and since we started making all of these archive materials, my content has seen a massive uptick in quality, because I'm able to just instantly pull assets whenever I need, and it's getting easier and easier as we build the archive more and more. So I'm here today to show you what we've built so far, and then I don't really know. The aim is, right, because we've got like an action list. We've got different things that we need to do to build this archive. So we've created the foundations, which I'll show you in a second, and we've got a lot of different lists. And then we need to create a definitive 100% complete list of every set. And it's more difficult than you'd think, because none of the databases, even the old megaconstructs.com, is accurate. So it's creating a 100% complete list of every single set by year, if possible, and from there, cross-reference that with all the other lists, all the other partial lists, and through all that cross-referencing, create the definitive list. A 100%, definitive list. We don't even know how many sets there are total. Like, that's crazy. Like, we've been collecting these for 16 years and we still have no idea, like, the exact number of sets, which is, it's loopy. It's nonsensical. Yeah, it was a very sad day, Covenant City. Good to see you here. When they deleted the website, it was disastrous. So I'm gonna have the chat window up on my phone to the side, so I'll be able to talk to you better. What's up, Halo John? These archive definitely takes a long time. Yeah, it really does. The Siege Bike is one that I came across. It's such a small set that I wouldn't have ever seen it. Yeah, I know. A lot of those things, like the Repex, is yeah. Oh, Zach, you just bought the ODST Hawk and Blue Rocket Hog. That's bad to the bone, man. Thank you so much for the support. That's really epic. So yeah, let's pull that up here. There we go. We've got the live chat, which I'll be able to look at now. I got some skewers. They aren't 3D printed, but they aren't official Mega, I don't think. This is something that I'm going to talk about because I'm going to make a video on this. It's really weird, right? Because there are no new sets. We know that much. We don't know if there's going to be sets in the future. I'm still holding out hope that Mattel Creations will, like, unironically save sets, because they, that's new invested interest in producing construction sets by Mattel. But I'm still skeptical about that. But I lost my point. I lost my whole point. What was I even saying? Torsen Torb, I've been good, man. Thank you so much. Yeah, no, so Mattel Brick Shop might make sets, but No, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, we were talking about the skewers, right? I'll get mine and I'll show it off if I can remember where my skewer was. Oh, there it is. So I attached it to the figure I showed off the other day, right? This is essentially an unreleased Spartan. You can find out more about it in yesterday's video, and it's so clean. But I attached the skewer to it. So this skewer should have come out in one of the fire teams that was supposedly cancelled, hasn't released yet, and it was meant to come out in one of the Firebase sets, but it never did. And suddenly, trying to like get it to focus because it wants to focus on my face. it it wants to focus on my face. Yeah, it should have. Come on, come on. I know you can focus on that. I know this is an expensive webcam, dude. Yeah, they just released suddenly on eBay, and they started expensive, and now they are just flooded. So I don't know what's happened, but these skewers are everywhere now, and it's funny that like there's all these skewers, but there's like no other things. So weird. Hey, Joel Hamaho, stay up, my guy. Can't wait for some more Pokemon things. Bless. Thank you so much for the $5, Joel. I really appreciate that. Yeah, I started a Pokemon YouTube channel, ironically, and I've been having a bit of fun with it. It's been nice. It's been a bit refreshing to not be just making Halo Mega content. I mean, I still, I live and breathe it. It's my bread and butter, but it's not what I want to do every single day of the week. And I have been thoroughly enjoying, making Pokemon related things, Pokemon related videos, because it's such like Pokemon's. There's just like an unbelievable amount of cool niches you can cover. So, yeah, I'm always going to miss those old mega sets, always wanting those older sets so much better. But one thing I've been doing is making customs, so if anyone would want any, that's cool, Simple Man. You can always share your customs on my Discord. The Discord is always linked in the bottom of all my videos. I just managed to get the Mega Bloks countdown set. It's beautiful. Hell yeah. The countdown is like one of a kind, man. Like this. Look at it. It's just absolutely beautiful. Also, you may think I'm going on like several tangents. That's the point of this video. It's not like, what am I trying to say? It's not like, cut and dry to the books. We're just having a bit of fun here. We're testing it out because I haven't live streamed casually in years. So I was going to show you one more thing before we get onto the archive, and then I promise you I will show you the archive. This big, beautiful box arrived just the other day, and it has something insane inside. Like a relic of Halo's bygone era. Back in Halo 3's product release window, there was a company called Jasmines, something like that, and they released a infrared plasma pistol to this thing. Insane. It was working, but I think the batteries have now died or something. It was working earlier. It charges up and it fires, and this was it was a laser targeted like laser tag system. I mean, that's insane, dude. Like they go for a lot of money. I think they go for about like $80 each in America. I got it off Facebook Marketplace, the box. It's like, that's just beautiful, man. That's just beautiful. Dude, that's dope. For sure, dude. It's about to get doper. So, dual wield, obviously. We charging. We double shot in those shields. Insane. Also, if you all want to play some Halo Infinite custom games after this, I might be down. I'd need to probably download the new update. Look at those beasts. Absolute mammoths. They are so sick. So, yeah, Jasmines released the plasma pistol and something else. And this one is in its original box, baby. Whoa. Look at this. Oh, no, it's going to fall out the front. Look at that. It's just outrageous. Outrageous. Halo 3 plasma rifle. This thing goes for about $300 in the US. And it's also battery operated. It makes sound effects, and it even has the original tag system, which might be slotted in there. Whoa! You can see that box there. That's the original tag receiver, so you'd know if you got shot. Yeah. Oh, that just reeks of Halo 3 goodness. Crazy. So yeah. You imagine my surprise when all three of these pop up on Facebook Marketplace. Madness. Absolute madness. Like, even look at these. These pop out the sides when you fire. Like, that's mental. Yeah, mental. Gonna have to get some. I think I'm gonna be showing it off on a video next week. They are just crazy. Yeah, and so big as well. Yeah, I think that's probably life size. I think that's probably 1-on-1. I love your videos. I've been watching since 2021. Thank you so much, Travis. That's a long time. 2021. It's mind blowing that 2021 is 4 years ago. Mind blowing. All right. So without further ado, we're going to switch screens and we're going to actually start to dig into this archive. Let's do it. Right, here we go. So this is just me sharing my screen. Apologies for like the infinite, the infinite zoom there. But basically, here's what we've got so far. Not that one. Not yeah. Okay, we've got the black rectangle. Here's what. Oh no, we don't want to play myself. So yeah, here we are. This is. I thought it was better to share a screen, and we'll have a bit of clunkiness because there's so many different things to share, right? So when we started this archive, we were at ground zero. We were at the very beginning. We didn't have anything to show for it. We didn't know what we were going to do. We didn't know how to build it. And we started with just saying, okay, what lists do we have? What assets do we have? And we started, obviously, with megaconstructs.com. So if you know anything about the Wayback Machine, if you go to the Wayback Machine, you can enter in megaconstructs.com, and it'll tell you about what captures it has. So when you go on a website, like you're trying to find an old website that's been discontinued, it's no longer live, or you just want to find an old version of the website, like, for example, looking over like old vintage God, looking over old Halo. Oh, we got Simon equals feedback. Oh no, is it really bad? Hold on. Oh no, is it really bad? All right, let's fix that. I can probably figure that out. Oh yeah, oh look at that. Yeah, never mind. The screen was sharing audio. We don't need the screen to share audio. Thank you very much. So when you look at the Wayback Machine, this is the Internet Archive, and it has captures. So the captures are what dates it basically took a screenshot of the website. Now, it goes back way further if you go on certain pages. I'm on this one specifically, which is by sets. I think they only started cataloging them by sets after a certain amount of time. I don't know why there's not older versions of those. But basically, this is the old megaconstructs.com website. If you're new and you've only been in the hobby for the last year after it got butchered by Mattel. So basically, you used to be able to sort by year, faction, and sets. Oh, they actually had an archive. That's ironic. They deleted the page that was called archive. Yeah, I hold some resentment, and that's okay. That's healthy enough. Yeah, so this is the old website. It's no longer that functional, and when you go deeper, you find that like a large amount of the JPEGs don't exist. A large amount of images are in low quality. Again, it's only a screenshot. It's only like a capture of the website, and it's not a complete capture of the website. And even if it was, the original website is incomplete. It was never complete from the beginning. When you look at like 2009, this is the first year. So you have the first 6 sets, the Warthog Turret, Scorpion, Hornet, Ghost, Aerial Ambush. And then you do have a battle unit, but you don't have things like promotional material. You don't have the giveaway figures, you don't have the convention exclusive Warthog and Flame Marine. And then the further you go, pretty much rule of thumb, like the further you go, the more lacking it is. And I think it's a number of things. Like, this work will have been handed over generationally to different people at the company. Also, if there are layoffs or company restructuring, this would be something that was kind of just forgotten about. Sometimes this website would go a year without being updated. Sometimes it would only partially update. A lot of the figures that are tagged in different sets are incorrect, and it was only partial. So it was never good, but the fact that Mega deleted it, or Mattel deleted it, whoever you want to blame, is still, in my opinion, unforgivable. It's not something you do if you want to, care for your franchise. Bring back the feedback, it sounds better. Just to think they were the start of this, amazing. Yeah, it is. I mean, it's nice to look back, obviously. The set started it all, I knew of Halo Mega Bloks, but my first set was the 2010 Mongoose versus Turret, and then Series 1 blind bag. Fun fact, my first ever blind bag I bought was a Series 1 blind bag. I opened it and it had the AC Spartan, and as a child, I didn't want the AC Spartan because I wanted one of the cool characters like Hayabusa or the Red Marine. So I literally put one of the legs in my pocket, and then I returned it and said, hey, this is missing its leg, and then I got another one. I got like a yellow Flame Marine or something, and that's not something you should ever do. And I threw away an expensive figure, but no, that was me back then. I was a silly boy. So this is where we started, right? And our friends at the Janus Key Project, who's in the chat, welcome Donald, he did the big goated move of downloading the entire website, right? So this is effectively the entire megaconstructs.com website. It's all of the important assets. I think these are all his own. No, these are the official. Oh, so they're a mix of his photography and the official assets. It'll be different depending on where we are on this. But essentially, Donald created a backup of megaconstructs.com that was actually, of substance and not like a partially incomplete capture on Wayback Machine. So big shout out to Janus Key Project. You really did save us actually providing a download of this website. But again, this website is not accurate. So what we need to do to create this archive, we've got a lot of steps, and I'm getting ahead of myself. I'm just talking myself through it. But we need to create more than anything else, before I can make half of the videos I want to make, we have to have a definitive 100% complete list of every set. And once we have that, we can start to branch off. We can start to cover sub-genres of every figure types, which people are still doing in the background. But once we've got the set list, we can start creating figure lists and categories, every ODST, every covert ops, every battle unit, every armory pack, every metal series, every spin-off. The list is literally endless. I put a whiteboard that's bigger than me, just so I'm going to mount it on an entire wall and map it all out. But right now, we have to make a list, and that's the first priority. So we've got megaconstructs.com. Then the Janus Key Project is what Donald's making. Eventually, this will have everything, but right now, he's doing the same as everyone else. He's building it slowly, and also he's adding his own toy photography, which is just another massive amount of work, which you got to respect. So if you go into 2009 on the Janus Key Project, this is a more complete list because it has the limited edition Spartan, which I've covered extensively on my channel, the teal or the AC, and there's teal and the AC. The steel, I think, the steel and cyan drop into 2010. So if we go into 2010, we should see, it explodes. Mega Bloks goes from 6 sets to 1 billion. But these are all the sets from 2010. And the exciting thing about the archive, there's the Steel Spartan. The exciting thing about the archive is there are so many sets that like are real, but people have never seen before. I guarantee, I'll put money on it, that like 90% of my audience has never seen this set in their lives. Combat Unit 2? What? There was a Combat Unit 1, 2, and 3, and they were pretty much just recycles of other figures from other sets. But nobody knows about them. Like, they were so limited release and so hard to find. Look at that Combat Unit 3. What? Like, who's ever heard of that? Like, that's crazy. So there are tons of little avenues we want to go down. So Donald is basically Janus Key Project. He's got the copy of the megaconstructs.com, but then every time you go into one of these, he's fleshing it out slowly. But he's not fleshed out the majority. He's just like going through and fleshing out one by one, and it takes a lot of time. Things like things like the Halo Fest figures, they fall under 2011, but you know, you would never find them on a regular database because they were an exclusive event figure. And you know, eventually I'm going to be making a video covering every single event release, Spartan or figure or set, whatever. Welcome NMPD as mighty as he. That's a pretty dope name. Yeah, it is crazy, absolutely. And Donald is the GOAT. You should do one of every Scorpion. I will. Like, eventually I'll do everything, but it takes time. So we were, you know, we were a little lacking in resources in some departments here, but then we found this website, which is kind of crazy. This is halo.france, and this is a French website. I don't know if it was ever set up in collaboration with Mega, because it's like so definitive, but we found on here pretty much a like 95% accurate log of every set by year. So this is what I'm going to use for the baseline for the start of this, right? I'm going to translate this, at least I think I'm going to. This is also open for discussion. This part of the this part of the archive is not like set in stone. I don't know exactly what I'm doing, hence the fact that I'm randomly live streaming right now, but I'm planning, at least right now, to create a Google Doc or an Excel doc with all of these set names and use this as the baseline for a definitive list of everything Halo Mega, and then cross-compare the list I create from this with megaconstructs.com, with this one, the archive by Daniel Dovahkiin, and then cross-compare it with Toy Wiz, cross-compare it to Brian's Mega Halo figure list. And we're just gonna we need to create a document that is every set definitively or every set theoretically, and then cross-compare it, deep research, try and find any errors and correct them. What's also challenging is set years are not accurate. They're not as accurate as you think they'd be. If something says that it was released in 2014, it really might not have been. And you can go a little mad with it, you know? You have to like try and cross-reference with other sources, other media, for example, like press releases. They're kind of rare, but you can do it. My personal favorite is like, if you don't know what the year of release for something is, you can search back on YouTube and find a product release either by like Jangbricks or I'm live, so I'm gonna forget. Commander Bacaro, Philip V98, or even me, the SS Motion. And you can cross-reference, like if you think something came out in 2013 and then you find YouTube product reviews from 2013, likelihood is that's when it came out. You can also look at the first reveals of the product from toy fairs. Usually it's within 6 months, maybe a year, from a toy fair prototype to, you know, being revealed to the final product being released. Jonathan Olert, I'm so glad you are doing this project. I sold quite a few sets that my kids had taken apart when I no longer could get instructions. I still have a few sets and many figures. Heck yeah, I'm happy to help, and welcome Ethan Greenhaw as well. Hope you're doing well. Recon Productions, thank you very much. ODST117. Also, Overkill's here. Overkill Halo Collector, what's up? Yeah, so we're going to use this random French website as the catalyst, create a document with every single set by year, and then cross-reference it with other media, with websites, with YouTube videos. Go into Google. If you go to Google and search like a product name, you can then search by year. So like if there was a discussion about whether or not the ODST Ambush came out in 2010 or 2011, search ODST Ambush and search by 2010. And if there's results on Google, it probably came out in 2010. But yeah, we kind of went a little crazy when we were discussing this the other day, about like, even like you'd think, because we thought the salvation for this would be finding sealed sets and then checking the copyright information on the back, but even that is janky. It can be old copyright information, or if we're changing from Bungie to 343, it can be old and like not passed over yet, and it can be a mess. So it's not as obvious as you think it might be. What's up, Jerry Houston? Good to see you here. I found a listing on OfferUp. I've never used OfferUp before. For an NMPD Pelican for $120. I messaged, but the guy never responded. I messaged him for a whole year, but it ended up unlisted. Sad. That's you hate to hear it. The NMPD Pelican is it's my white whale. It's the final one that I need to make a video of every single signature series, which is obviously the childhood dream for all. So hopefully I can get hold of it one day. I found a guy in the UK that does have it, but I don't know if I'm in a position to be able to pull the plug on that right now. Do we have official instructions for the Infinite line alt builds? Good question, Fleshams. So we're building the archive, right? And I'll show you where we're up to in a minute. It's going to be very exciting to show you all. I'm just building up to it. I've been building up to it for like 30 minutes, but it's going to be worth it. Once we've collated all this together, sourcing the alt builds is another challenge. What we lost with megaconstructs.com is the alt builds, because we had them all, and if you look at this the Janus Key project, not only did Donald in his goat hood download, you know, all of the sets off the megaconstructs.com before it was shut down, he also downloaded the instruction manuals. I don't know where they are right now. I'm trying to look. They're somewhere. We have the instruction manuals. Yeah, look at that. We have all the instruction manuals, but we don't have the alt builds, and we're trying to find them. We've found a couple. Some people have handed them in because it's just like whoever had them downloaded. And I think like eventually I might make an appeal to Mega. It's like not high on the priority list, but I want to do it. And yeah, you did fix your name. Nice. Yeah, it's not high on the priority list, but I want to do it soon. Rashman, welcome. What's up, Rashman? Everyone subscribe to Rashman Bricks. And what's up, Shortstop Ace ACR for TY5. Welcome. So basically I've been building up, showing off everything, like all the resources that we have. One last thing we have is this Halo Mega set list, right? This is another thing that we're gonna use for cross-referencing. We've got figure packs, we've got microfigures, heroes, cyclopses. This is all exciting because it's sorted by drop pods. It's all the drop pods like sorted by different releases, operation drop pods, micro fleets, cyclopses. This is really cool. So and then set exclusives as well. So yeah, we're gonna use this to cross-reference as well. Look at that exclusives list. That's goated. So yeah, essentially we have all this information, and we're going to be collating together a definitive list. But then where do you put it? Where do you put all that information? Because building a website is expensive and requires hosting. And, you know, making YouTube videos is not accessible enough. Although I will be translating all of it into YouTube videos, we want a way that people can access this forever. And even creating, like we've gone through lists of, gone through options, even creating things like, you know, online documents. It's not very visually stimulating. We want to create something definitive. And once we've created this, we're then going to download it. I'm going to transfer it into PDFs, and there's a lot of things we're going to do down the line to make sure that like this information is secure forever. I think it's for founding member. What is the green lettering in your name meme? Yeah, I think it means channel member. You get the green lettering, I think, if you're a channel member. And you can join the channel member program. We have about an exclusive video every couple of weeks. I still watch your old videos when you used to do dioramas. I know we talked about that. I need to do dioramas again. I do miss them. So we've got all of our information in bits, and we're trying to string it all together. So we've created the Halo Mega Bloks archive Discord, and this is super janky. It's not finished, so bear with, but this is a prototype that we're showing off today. This is it's not live yet. Hopefully I want to get it live by the end of the year, but it might not be ready by the end of the year. But this is going to be a totally definitive archive. This is where it's going to live primarily. We're going to create downloads. We're going to create like variants of it and spread it out as far and wide as possible and create PDFs. But this is where we're collating it all together. This is like a collaborative project between me and a load of different archivists. And if you yourself are really interested in putting in the work and getting stuck in to building the archive, you can always reach out to me on social medias. But this is what we've got so far. So this is going to eventually be the definitive archive for Halo Mega Bloks, and we've been putting some work in. So if you look at all these different yeah, we're going to start with all the different categories, right? So we've got blind bags. Basically, all it is right now is an asset dump. We're just throwing every image into every relevant folder. And once we've got everything into the relevant folders, we can start micromanaging it, branching it out into different like little subcategories. I love your videos, so useful. All respect from Mexico. Thank you so much, Victor. Really appreciate it. And yeah, I'm excited for the archive too. It's exciting to finally share what we've been doing, right? So even just one page in, we're just on the first area, Series 1 blind bags, and you could already see there's tons of stuff that you will have never seen before. This is the Series 1 blind bag as we know and love it. 2010 release, the very first one. But in here, we've got the alternate Series 1 first edition blind bag. This is the first print that ever came out in all black background. So, and then this is a prototype for a, like, it wasn't necessarily cancelled, but it was confirmed that this was like a working mock-up prototype of what Series 3 might have been. So we might have got a Hunter in Series 3 once upon a time. So already you can see that there's some crazy stuff in here. This is a display box for the first edition print. You can see that black backdrop, and it's super, super rare to find one of those. Is the red or orange Hayabusa rare, or which one? The red Hayabusa has been spammed all over eBay by Chinese sellers, so I think that's not worth much right now. The orange one I think has still held some value. Even like, look at that, that's just like an original. This is how they used to mount them in stores, on these little rods. So this is like ready for a store display. So there's just so much that we've been finding. This is the original prototypes of Series 1. You can see that red marine is particularly, you can see that's hand painted and a totally different shade to what we eventually got. So yeah, we're just, it's why I'm so excited in videos sometimes, because there's literally just so much that we've discovered. And all you're doing right now is looking at Series 1, like at the first page. Series 2, there's the difference between the Series 2 blind bag and the first edition print of Series 2 blind bag, which like mirrored the Series 1 blind bags. It was the same kind of design, had a really short production run, and then came in with the Series 2 that we know and love. So it's just been crazy. Yeah, we've made so many discoveries. So on the archive, we've got blind bags, Series 1 through to Universe Series 3. Blind bag codes are not something that we're covering as much, but Brian's done a great job pulling some of these in. It's just one of those. There's just so many codes out there that like I've really not prioritized. Oh, we're not prioritizing right now getting blind bag codes. And eventually, like this will have subcategories, right? So when you click on blind bags, it'll say by series. Click on that, you'll see all these. You can also click on all gummy chase variants, packaging designs, box arts. There'll be all different subcategories to really just spread it out, spread it all out. Then we've got Halo Heroes. Start with Series 1 and work all the way through to Series 18. And to show you how dedicated I am to this archive, I have just made a monstrous purchase of every single Halo hero ever sealed. Every single Halo hero sealed ever. I bought it because I bought it and I'm like immediately selling it on to a friend for pretty much what I paid, because when you look through heroes, there are some product listings and packaging, but a lot is missing and nothing is consistent, and we're missing so many you know, proper high production photos of Halo heroes. It's sporadic, it's random. So with every single Halo hero ever sealed, I'm going to be able to photograph them uniformly, and commit them to the archive, and then also create a video showcasing every single one. So it's a definitive take. I also have everyone out of packaging, so I'm going to be able to show off every single Halo hero ever, and it's going to be the definitive edition. All except the white Hayabusa are all over Chinese eBay with quantities in the hundreds. I think the blue Hayabusa has calmed down a bit. I've seen the price go up a bit, but I used to spend $20 to $30 on eBay for one NMPD officer. However, on OfferUp, I found an NMPD Cruiser complete for $20. That's a really good price. Yeah, really cool. How do you even pay for that? I have money in the bank, and I bought it and then sold it to a friend. Basically, I said to him, like, I'll buy it, you buy it off me, and all I want is to be able to photograph it all and create a video of it all, and commit it all to the archive, and then it can be moved on. Super exciting. I want the list to be ready so I can go hunt properly. For real. Yeah. How much did you pay for that? That's classified. All right, so we've got all of Halo Heroes Series 1 to 18, and then we've got sets. So right now, this is just a dump. It's not like, you know, formed in any way. We've also got like fun cutouts from like magazines, and like these are the original 6 images that were for the press release of Halo Mega Bloks when it was first revealed. These were the first 6 images that cycled through the internet. You can find these in a couple of old archives. So it goes through 2014. Tower of Ultimate Doom's done some great work on this section. 2022, 2025. Oh, 2025. Yeah. There's nothing there. Then we've got some funner subcategories, right? So we've got new versus old articulation. That's really cool. That's talking about the transition between old and new articulation. There were a couple of sets that released twice, one in old articulation, one in new articulation. You can see there the micro fleet helmets released in both old and new articulation. So you can really compare side by side, right? So like there's the old versus new articulation, and you can see quite clearly that old articulation is the GOAT for paint apps, and new articulation tried its best, but is nowhere near the same paint quality. Yeah, and there's the heralded unreleased Last Man Standing pack that yeah, never saw the light of day. That's always cool to see. Red versus blue. Any reference to red versus blue? This is going to be padded out with all the blind bags and the armory packs and snowbounds and all that kind of stuff. There's an original prototype for the snowbound versus combat unit. How fun. Yeah, and then there was a Mega Bloks red versus blue segment once upon a time. There are zero stores in Missouri that sell them. Yeah. 2025 is a sad wasteland. It's one of those. It's like 2025 is depressing, but it's also like the best time to collect with the archive being built. I'm like, it's funny. It's like I'm more jazzed than ever to like make videos about the archive more than like more than like product reviews. But yeah, the audience isn't there because obviously there's no new sets. Then we've got battlescapes, packaging variants. This is every time a set has released twice with 2 different packagings, and we've been building this up slowly. There's a lot of really dope, like way more than you'd think. Also, people have been like, we've been deep diving about the fact that the original Veil didn't have a plasma pistol, and apparently they do exist without the plasma pistol. And then yeah, there's the plasma pistol with Veil, so that's funny enough. Yeah, Cryo Bay's a good example of packaging that released twice. Wasn't there a cancelled Halo 5 Warzone style pack? Yes, there was, and we mourn it every day. I'll make a video on it one day. Bigger variants. Yeah, anytime something like, look at that non-painted knife. Anytime something comes out that like isn't quite on par with what it's meant to be, like ooh, that Trailblazer looks terrible. Yeah, this is series 5. You got both of these flood. One came out in like one run of the set and one came out in another. There was an original Emil that shipped with a faded visor, like that was a thing. Then we've got the 10th anniversary. I'm gonna cover all the anniversaries in separate videos. We've got the armory that was like launched to sort of like coincide with the customization that Halo Reach had to offer. We've got the 10th anniversary of Mega. That's a definitive list of the 10th anniversary sets. They were seriously dope. Signature series, we're gonna pad that out a lot. But there's a lot of these like production arts. One live stream that I'm gonna do soon is going through every single PDF and screen capping and pulling out any promotional art. That's something also I'm gonna like go through different. I've got a list of accounts that I'm gonna go through on a live stream and pull information from. Defects. Anytime something releases with the wrong figures. We got misprints. Anytime something has a really weird print that shouldn't exist. We've got brand new in bag. This might not end up being fleshed out. I want to make an archive of like every single bag that's included in sealed boxes, but like, oh, the effort it's not there. Yeah, the dedication's not there. This is something that I really want to make a video on one day. This is set compatibility. So it's anytime 2 sets advertised as being compatible together. I think that's a really dope thing that you can make a video on. The ghost can be held by a spirit dropship. These two, the Forerunner Warthog resistance structure and the structure from the Battlescape 3. Yeah, Battlescape 3 can combine to make a superstructure. There's tons of stuff. This is a tiny snippet. Only Repex. That's always fun. I found this really cool report on Repex sets. Lights and sounds. That's eventually going to be a thing. To sort, obviously, there's a section that we just need to sort assets into. Oh, look at that. The original buildable Arbiter sealed. What an absolute goated set. What's the favorite figure? What's your favorite figure I own? There's so many, honestly. It's hard to say, but I think if I had to pick one, I think if I had to pick like the greatest Mega Constructs figure ever, definitively, it would have to be Paul McCartney. More than any Halo set, he's the GOAT, and he deserves the love and respect of this community. He's not even in shot correctly. Come on, Paul McCartney, show your face. There he is. Yeah, I'm watching. I don't want to like. I don't want to give you the infinite zoom on the screen, so I'm trying to like look at where Paul McCartney's showing up on the screen. Just picked up the broadsword strike from your shop. Thank you, Matthew. Really appreciate that. I keep hearing stories saying that Mega is no longer being sold in stores, but I go to my local Fred Meyer's and there is a good stock of Mega. I'm so confused. Fred Meyer's is holding on, man. I don't know what it is about Fred Meyer's, but goodness, they are holding on. So then we've got spin-off lines. We've got the Kubros. We've got Metalons / Magnex. We've got diecast Halo Universe. Fun fact, there were quite a few cancelled diecast sets like this Watchtower and Ghost. There was a diecast Hawk that was planned. There was a diecast Falcon that was planned. Yeah, tons of stuff. Buildable figures. Yeah, you know the drill. You know the music. It's time to dance. There's our buildable figures. 2-in-1 builds. So, yeah, the altar. So, yeah, we are building up an altar inventory, but it's challenging. I had no idea that you could combine 2 of these Cyclopses to make a friggin' monstrosity. And that's advertised as a real mega release. Like, give me that, like, duo mecha goblin Cyclops. But, like, well, this one's kind of cool. Yeah, the Kinsana Cyclops and the Hornet from the Time. Yeah, creates a fun quad walker from Halo Wars. You've got to respect it. You got to love it. That one is that's cursed, man. Making a sniper Cyclops quad walker thing, that is cursed. A quadcopter thing, absolutely cursed. Thanks for stopping by. Short stop, appreciate it. I think the best unironic best figure is Didact. So much impressive mold work and 4 colors of printing. You're not wrong. The original Didact is a goated figure. I mean, my favorite figure. It is really challenging to choose a favorite figure. At the minute, it might be the AC Honor Guard because I've not owned it before and I just got hold of it. So that's really dope. The AC Arbiter is next. Do I still need to get hold of the AC Arbiter, or did I just get it in a haul? I need to check. One last thing. Well, you're definitely keeping the chat alive. Shortstop, appreciate it. The Cool Mike was actually looking for high-res images of the Wraith ambush. I don't know if I can help you with that right now. I love that clean Trailblazer, as Mega has never made perfect white figures. Oh, you actually like that? Fair enough. Yeah. If you look back at like the original Arctic Warthog or Arctic Rocket Hog versus Covenant Ghost, there's a lot of different like degrees to the wash that you can get, and some of them are like really clean white figures. All right, so then we've got events, events by year. So 2009, eventually we'll be covering all the different toy fairs and San Diego Comic-Cons, all the exclusives. You can see like there's this one from Toy Fair that's got like a crazy old packaging design for the AA gun with a very pink AA gun. So yeah, there's like tons of old school stuff and literally endless painted prototypes from these events, like that old EVA's Last Stand looks hand painted, and you can see the Assault on Squad 45 is embedded in like a brick base, showcasing stop motions, which is so goated. Right, so yeah, Halo Fest is obviously its own thing, and they're the original Halo Fest fan votes. It was a vote between those 3 to be produced as a set. It was a Forerunner structure for Valhalla. It was the Spirit Dropship, and it was a broadsword. A longsword. No, a countdown. It was a countdown. And that was the one that got produced. But yeah, there's tons of Halo Fest stuff, including the legendary Solid Bronze Spartan. The TV show sets, Halo Universe 3 and Infinite 5 blind bags at some Razorback. Yeah. They still exist. They do still exist. Yeah, Jetpack Cow, I gave you the AC Arbiter. You absolutely did. That's why I was like, I know it. When I'm live streaming, I can't think clearly because I'm like busy. But I knew I had it. I just knew that I moved it away from my desk because I was worried it was going to get bleached. Yeah, absolutely. And I appreciate that. Yeah, absolutely. I do it. Yeah. The ultimate question: old articulation or new articulation? It's just, if only one can exist, it probably has to be new articulation. But the old articulation, the paint apps are just exquisite, man. All right, so yeah, we're gonna have these sorted by events. Outpost Discovery. There's a life-size drop pod that like nobody knows about, which is insane. There's like this such go-to display here, and then this buildable Master Chief. Yeah, the Outpost Discovery was one of a kind, insane. Thank you to there's load of people. Raid on Apex micro figures. Yeah, they were tiny, teeny, one stud wide figures. And then there's other stuff to sort. We've been making some fun discoveries. Like, look at this poster. I want this poster so bad. It's for like a fan expo, but God, there's probably none left on the planet. I really want that poster, but I can't find it. I tried to do an appeal. I couldn't find it anywhere. There's the Expo 2014 tournament champion Warthog, life-size Atriox's mallet. So much. Yeah, absolutely. Fine. I'll do a poll, shall I? You guys can decide which one you want to see. Can I even? Where is it? Pop out chat. Oh no, I'm not even signed in there. Never mind. I'll make a poll next time. I'm sure I can guess what the winner would be. Right. So yeah, let's stay focused, shall we? So concept material. We got prototypes. This is where all the juicy stuff is. This is what you came here to see. Non-stop prototypes. We've had so many submissions. And if you find anything you want to submit to the Mega Archive, you can go to the domains Discord, to the Mega Archive section, and you can submit it there. And I'm bringing in tons of stuff that people submit, like an original prototype of Jaeger Adomni. There's so much good stuff. Then we've got pre-production. Prototypes and pre-production are a little bit mixed up, but they're basically like, this is pre-production, right? It's before the set came out. It's a mock-up. It's not going to be that was never going to be the box art. It's just like an initial mock. Same with these. So they'll be different. We've got staff previews. These are things shared by Mega's oldest social media, and I've got to go through and like rip a load of those. And there's tons to add to there. And then yeah, cancelled sets and figures. We're going to update that more and more. The original UNSC Firebase that was cancelled. The miscellaneous cancelled sets. Again, yeah, there's the fire team, the raid on Apex fire team that was cancelled. God, it's crazy that like none of those figures have ever even like shown up online, more or less. Like they just disappeared into the void. Yeah, there's like the bag of the bricks, but that's about it. And then, Ode to the Modular Operations Center, eh? I wish that had released. I just wish it had released. The cancelled video game. I'm gonna have a really big deep dive into that coming soon. I've got two people that are gonna be talking me through it. They're really passionate about the project, and they've been pooling in a lot of time to make a definitive guide that we're going to eventually be able to showcase of the cancelled Halo Mega Bloks video game. Pro Builder Toolkit. This was a toolkit that was handed out to people that were really good at building and won competitions, and it was unlimited refills, so you could build more things. Ultimate prize packs. That's a fun little niche. Toymations, assorted stuff. Promo videos, promo art. You can see like this is just so expansive already. Like the amount of promo art is just ridiculous. In-game DLC, Steel Teal Cyan AC, big builds. Look at that life-size Mantis, outrageous. Is Mega Halo dead? Absolutely not. No way, shape or form. We got the fan votes. We've got store displays. Eventually I want to do a video like showing off like what stores used to look like. I mean, look at that. That's I'd give anything to own that Marine. That's so sick. Store display units. Yeah, these are like individual packed displays that my friend Daniel owns one that he still hasn't paid me for. Yeah, there's so many dope displays over the years. So we've been pulling them together. Like that one's old school. So sick. There's a Halo 5 one. These would just be on display at like Target and stuff like that. Walmart, Toys R Us. We're going into the real nitty gritty. We've got flyers and advertisements for original Halo. Can you imagine buying the Covert Ops battle unit for $12? That's 12 Canadian as well. That's not even a real currency. Bronze Spartan. There we go. The Halo Fest Bronze Spartan in all of its glory. We've got the AC Hunter, which, you know, that's a thing of its own. That's a dream of my own to own. The Mega Car. There was a real Mega Bloks car that that existed. There's a real car. Official dioramas. Yeah, that's for a toy fair or something like that. The Mega Warehouse. So you used to be able to go to Mega Bloks HQ and go to their warehouse and buy stuff. You could just buy items. Hello. From the warehouse. Like, look at that. Absolutely insane. You just walked along. Look at all those armory packs. Have you ever seen something more insane? And you look at all those drop pods. Oh my god. It's absolutely outrageous, dude. And these are all on clearance. Look at all those Falcons. And then boxes of Halo Fest blind bags. These Halo Fest blind bags were $1 at this clearance. Like, God, I'd love to go there. Well, it's got long gone now. Designer portfolios. This is work that's been submitted online by designers that used to or currently do work at Mega. So there's a lot of really fun stuff to unpack there. Like, yeah, that'll be for like some Comic-Con. Really fun. Then we've got web links, links to different websites that are of use, retired websites. So like that's the original Mega Bloks, Halo Mega Bloks website. So that's goated. And then set lists, and we go from there. So you can see that there are just endless things to do. There's so much work to be done making this a definitive archive. Let me switch cameras. And that's basically, you know, long-winded answer. The last hour and 4 minutes talking you through where we're up to leads us to like what needs to be done now, which is a tremendously large amount of work. Cataloging absolutely everything, making these definitive lists, then transferring it into Discord and organizing it, cataloging it. And basically, there's so many hours of work to be done, I'd rather do it live. So this is like an introduction. This is showing off what is possible with the archive, what I've been getting up to. And next time, and then going forward, I'm going to be creating the lists live, cross-referencing everything live, building the list live, and then transferring it to the Discord live, creating all the subcategories live. Anyone that's really interested can get involved and do it with us, and we're going to do it all live. And by the end of it, I'm finally going to have a head of hair again, because I'm finally growing it out again. I have too big of a forehead for videos, okay? So that's about what we're up to. Let me know what you think. I'll stream for a little longer just to sort of, you know, chat with you all. Even in the LEGO community, I've never seen such an insane amount of accessible stock. Yeah. Yeah, it's ridiculous. I wish I could go back in time when Halo was the GOAT. Yeah, I mean, it was beautiful to live through, and it's been fairly traumatic to get over in some ways, because like it's been something that I've been so passionate about for so many years, and you know, seeing the views on my channel do nothing but decline gradually because there's no new stock, so no broader interest. I still, and I think I will always have the core foundation, the core fans that have been with me from the start. But when it comes to like the broader audience, like most of my views on YouTube will always be from like general Halo fans or general Xbox fans, general gaming fans, and the less interest there is with Halo, the lower the views. And I would like to bet that even if there is no new Halo Mega going forward, if Halo starts to tick up again, the views will start to tick up again. If anybody is like of the kind of age where they can do this kind of thing, go to the Halo World Championship Series this October. Go to the event. It's going to be insane. Like, it's going to be the final championship series for a while, and it's going to be where they announce all the new stuff. They're definitely going to like announce the next Halo game now. I guarantee it. And if all the rumors are correct and the next Halo game is a Combat Evolved remake next year, that makes me hold out hope for Halo Mega or Halo Mega Brick Shop or Halo Brick Shop or whatever it is. I hold out hope because there is an anniversary next year. That's that's the bread. That's the breadcrumb, or that's the glimmer of hope. That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, it's possible. I pray that we get some crazy reveal that Mega has been working really quiet on the big Halo Combat Evolved line. You never know. My personal opinion, if we get a new Halo game, we will get new Halo sets. It's possible. It's just so unfortunate that Mega are not just pumping out Halo sets. It's just not profitable right now. Like, well, I say that. I'm sort of company speak here because like I think it's possible. Like I don't think that Mega believes it's possible. I think that sales for like Halo stuff is just down, and you know, in my opinion, they were just releasing the wrong product. Like the ODST the ODST Recon set, right? It's a great set, but we've not had a Hornet in a Halo game for a decade. ODSTs have not been in Halo games for a decade. Sergeant Stacker is a completely unknown character, and we've had a million Hornets, and the packaging has become soulless. And yeah, I can see why retailers pulled. To be honest, I mean it's not like a criticism necessarily, but like I just yeah, I just know that there are better sets to be released, right? Is it hopium? Life is hopium, man. Also, maybe there's no new sets and we can just get over it and just move on with our lives and just enjoy our collections. Don't sell up your collection, but just like collect old catalog stuff and niches and get a couple of sealed sets and just buy something else if nothing comes along. But like, I think this catalog is so vast that I don't think the passion for me will never die. And the more that I'm thinking about it, the more I'm like researching it, the more that like I don't think the passion for everyone else will die. And I like I've always been the champion. I've always said that you don't need new sets to enjoy the product line. You don't need new sets to enjoy your own collection. You can still just have a passion and a love for your collection without having new products being released. But maybe this is all pointless conversation anyway, because next year's Combat Evolved remake and anniversary, and we just get new sets then anyway. Who knows? Joel, you booing me? What's up, mysterious cat gamer? Appreciate it. Appreciate you dropping by. I really do hope that Mega isn't done with Halo. We all do. We all do. But you know, like, I think more than anything, I'm just tired of the conversation. I'm tired of this constant worry as to whether Halo Mega is dead or not. Halo Mega is not dead. I don't think Halo Mega will ever be dead. I don't think that Bionicle is dead. I think that something is alive or dead just dependent on how passionate the fan base is, and I think this fan base is still passionate, and I think a lot of people that were not as passionate, maybe they've exited, maybe they've sold up their collections, but I don't think people have sold up their collections en masse. And I think it's the same way. It's like there's a couple of people in this chat that when Halo Infinite released squad battles, I was playing Halo Infinite every single day. I played for like 7 days in a row until like 2 a.m. and my eyes were bloodshot because it was so much fun. And I'm not playing Halo Infinite right now because I'm just not motivated to. But if the opportunity comes back, if like my passion is always ready to be reignited, I'm just waiting for the spark, you know? And my passion for Halo Mega Bloks is still here. So I'm going to keep on making Beautiful archive videos. Next archive video, I'll show you. So the next archive video I'm making is showcasing every alternate blind bag, every blind bag variant. So here's, let's find a good example. I've got so many blind bags in here. I'm trying to find the alternates. Oh yeah, here's an AC Jackal sealed. It's pretty dope. Yeah, so like here's series 2. It's flipped. My apologies. Hold on. Let's flip it around. Let's be generous. Let's flip horizontal. There we go. So there's series 2 blind bag, and there's series 2 first edition blind bag. So like I'm going to be showing off all the alt arts. There's the series 5.5 black EVA. What else have I got? What's another cool one to show off? Oh yeah, this is a chase figure sealed. It's pretty cool. And oh, there's another chase figure sealed. The gummy figures being the chasers. I wanted to show off one in particular. There it is. So this is the original Series 4 blind bag. I'm going to try and hide my face so it doesn't try and auto-detect on my face. There's a Series 4 blind bag, the original one. And then there... Oh, there. I'm trying to do it because the camera's flipped now. There's a Series 4 blind bag, but this is the South American Blockbuster exclusive blind bag. So it's not just a sticker, it's a print. And it's exclusive in Mexico to Blockbuster video stores. It focused before. Come on. I'm literally right there. Anyway, it says Blockbuster. You saw it. It focused before. So there's tons of different blind bag variants. And that's a loud motorcycle outside. Honestly, man, I'm telling you, the neighbors, they have no respect. So yeah, there's I'm going to be showing off that in a video. Where are you from, Simon? I'm from the north of England. I'm up north. I'm a northern bloke. But everyone just thinks I'm American because I talk to you guys too much. That Halo Infinite Squad battle launch was my golden age, bro. For real. Zach, Zach, I'm going to head on Halo Infinite tonight at some point. So just keep your eyes peeled. Keep your ears on the ground. I have the purple EVA, the Marine, the Pilot, and the Elite. Nice. If they dropped a Covenant Phantom, I'd go crazy. Probably all would. If I was Mattel, and I'm gonna make a video on this one day. If I was Mattel and I wanted to print money, I would just release figure packs, bespoke figure packs. Like, for example, whoa. Right, ODST Hive Exterminators, right? I'd release this, but it would be all of Alpha 9, and it would be in, like, Funko Pop style packaging. Hard acrylic plastic all the way, like, encased. New Mombasa backdrop. Some, like, beautiful accessories, painted weapons. Really premium. Mattel Creations. Exclusive. I'd charge $50 for that puppy. I don't care. Like, as long as it's really highly detailed figures and painted weapons, I don't care at all. That's how I do it. I'd scale down and I'd just focus on the minifigures because the minifigures are what you do so well. We don't need figure and vehicle packs anymore. I'm done with them. Like, get all the good figures out. Yeah. I just don't need to see why they're losing money and great opportunity. I mean, it is what it is. It's like, I get that they don't want to take risks right now, and there's been tons of layoffs at Mattel and Mega, and like, maybe if I was Mattel, I'd do the same thing. I'd communicate infinitely more, but I'd probably do the same thing. I'd probably just, like, tighten up and wait until there's, like, a really good reason to release sets. Until there's a new damn game. Like, you can't be making sets for a game that's ancient. I mean, you can, but it's much harder. So that's where we're up to, boys and girls, with the Halo Mega Archive. We've got all these asset dumps. We're creating one definitive list, then we're transferring it to Discord, then we're fleshing it out to high heaven, then we're converting it into other avenues like websites and PDFs and whatever. And then we will definitively have a Halo Mega Bloks archive, and I will sleep on a grateful universe. If that's the Thanos quote, it's been a while. Also, go watch Fantastic Four First Steps, it's dope. Communication is key. I know. What I really like about Halo Mega is they release every single figure they've ever released is unique. That's not really any duplicates at all. Yeah, exactly. And if you made a figure pack, you still wouldn't make any duplicates. Like you'd make battle damaged Fire Team Majestic or Fire Team Raven or whatever. I don't think it would be that difficult. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know if this is the kind of stream you want to tune into again. I'm gonna just have these streams like really casual in the future, like I don't know, like lo-fi music or something, and it's just like me checking the chat and talking to you guys while I just build up the archive, do all the groundwork. But I hope you enjoyed this little teaser, little introduction. If you want to see more live streams, once this live stream's over, refresh once the live stream's posted as an actual video, and then comment with what you want to see in the future. It helps boost me in the algorithm as well. All right, I'm going to sign off, but yeah, I'm happy you enjoyed, and I'm happy to finally share like what we've been working on the archive. It's really cool to actually be able to show off all of what we've been doing. So shout out to you all, stay awesome, stay safe, and the domain is signing off. I'll see you next time. I don't know. Oh yeah, my next video is probably going to be showcasing this bad boy. I also have a review of a laser engraver machine, which I'm gonna release soon. If you wanna, yeah, where is it? If you want to support the Halo Mega Archive, go to the domain Halo Marketplace, my online Shopify. You can just type it in on Google or just look at the pinned comment on most of my videos. The pinned in the description. You know what I'm saying. Go in the description of most of my videos. You'll find the link to my website. Yeah, I laser engraved this randomly, and it's rough, and it's a random copy. But if I've got 2 listed on my website. If you want to buy one, I will ship you something very fun extra and a handwritten letter just thanking you for supporting the archive. It's just like a fun thing that we did to test. It's laser engraved, and I love it. I think it's seriously dope, and I might coat it in some kind of varnish or something. But yeah, see you next time, folks. Thanks so much, and yeah, have a great evening. Signing off.